But there's a couple sexual subjects I want to talk about. And for whatever reason, Instagram will not let you record under 30 minutes. I'm not sure what time limit they've dropped it to, but if you're not going live, you can't post a long video. So the longer ones that I've had are on my YouTube. And that's Songbird. So I feel that there's a little bit of a subject that men should hear about. One is dropping your sperm off inside of us without getting our consent first, without having that conversation. Just you felt like it, so you did. That should be a crime. Was listening to my good sis Crystal Alkaline Doula talking about this same exact thing, and I've only chosen to have one of my kids. I wanted to have a baby with him. The other two nutted in me without my consent. Now, the very first time that happened, I was young and naive, and it was the very first time that I had sex with somebody that wasn't who I lost my virginity to. So I lost my virginity at 15. By the time I was 16, I stopped having sex, and I didn't have sex again until I was 19. Nobody ever sat me down and taught me anything about protection, really. I mean, school will tell you so much, but nobody told me, put the condom on yourself. Nobody told me if he puts it on before he sticks it in, reach down there and check to make sure he has a condom, check for yourself. And, these were just things that I feel like I should have known before I found out that condoms are not good for us. But I had to learn everything by myself. And I know that a lot of you guys can relate to learning about sex through your own sexual experiences. Nobody ever gave you play-by-plays of shit that they learned or of things that they wish that somebody had told them before they start hunching. So, because my first love, my first boyfriend, the person that I lost my virginity to, was responsible, and he made sure he had condoms, he made sure he put them on, and my parents being married my whole life, I don't know, in my mind, I thought everybody was honest about shit like that. I didn't know that a man would have sex with me and nut in me all fucking night and never say nothing. Then when I come back, 6 weeks later, pregnant, you looking at me crazy like you don't understand how that could have happened. So the reason why I know that he ejaculated a lot in me, the next day it was coming back out. So that was kind of wrong on so many levels because I had never experienced that before. At first, I thought something was wrong with me. And then the shit made me not smell good down there. So I don't know what he had going on with his sperm. I hadn't had sex in 4 years. Yeah. So anyway, I ended up pregnant. And I was excited. I was super excited. I had wanted a baby since I was 12. But that all had to do with my sexual assault issues growing up and the issue of not feeling loved, like not feeling like I was loved. I felt I was tolerated. But anyway, and then this last time, yes, my stupid ass was drunk. And the condom started hurting. And my drunk ass literally said, I'm going to take it off. So I took it off. But I didn't think that the nigga was just nutting me. If we're using a condom, that's letting you know I don't want you to nut in me. Like, come on. So when he does that, and I asked him, why did you do that? Nobody told you that was safe. He had this little grin on his fucking face, talking about, oh, it was bad timing, but I'm not worried about it. You're not worried about it? Well, I was, because I immediately felt some funkiness going on in my womb. Immediately. Like, what the fuck? Immediately. So I pulled out my phone. I pulled out my period tracker, which was pointless because I wasn't looking at it. I had been dealing with someone who was actively trying to not get me pregnant. And when I just, I kind of get used to that, dealing with a nigga who ain't just trying to put babies in me, that when I started dealing with somebody else, it didn't even cross my mind. So I accept my part in that, but at the same time, when are these niggas going to accept their parts in that? The first one can't accept any parts. He was dead when I was 3 months pregnant. So, but I know there's plenty of niggas out here who done did that. You done nutted in that woman without her fucking consent. Why do y'all try to trap us like that? Because most of the time y'all know whether or not she'll abort the baby or keep the baby. So we're not going to play that game. Well, I really want to know why y'all do that shit. Why y'all feel like that's okay. And why isn't there a law against men ejaculating in women without their consent? I feel like that's no different than ramming your dick in my pussy without my consent. Nigga, did I ask you? Did we discuss having a child? And then when the kid is here, y'all don't want to pass out no funds. Y'all don't want to pass out no time. Make it make sense. Keep that damn sperm to yourself and you wouldn't have to worry about these things. But this motherfucker claimed he had a vasectomy. So I got a whole vasectomy baby then, who's 2 years old. And I love her to death. I love her to death. She was supposed to be here. But baby, the drama, the stress that came with being pregnant by myself, giving birth by myself, and raising this little girl by myself, that was a lot. And I cried. I cried my whole fucking pregnancy. Like, I was so sad. heart to get an abortion. I just didn't have it. But guess what? Going through a pregnancy by my fucking self, a delivery by my fucking self, and raising this baby by my fucking self. Guess what feelings that switched up? I bet this bitch will get an abortion before I do that shit by myself again. You can judge your mammy on that shit. I bet you I'll suck the little motherfucker out of here before I ever sign up to do this shit again. So, that's one. I really need y'all to start considering that. It's a violation. And men shouldn't be doing that to women. Kids should be wanted anyway. Why you want to force a baby on a woman that you don't want to help take care of? Or as long as y'all are together, you around for that child. And as soon as she don't want to deal with your fly ass no more, now you ghosting the baby. As long as I'm giving you some of this pussy, you paying attention to the baby. So really there's three, because that's another one. We don't want your ass no more. And you don't want to help financially. And you don't want to help parent. Is everything about pussy for y'all? Everything about sex? As long as I'm giving you some of this good old cookie, you want to be a daddy. But I put this cookie back in the motherfucking jar, and you act like you don't have no child. Like my buddy said to me earlier, that's some fuckboy shit. A mother having to put you on child support because you refuse to help her is some fuckboy shit. I mean, wasn't there a time when homies didn't let their homies be fuckboys? So does that mean that everybody is fuckboys now? Because where's the homies checking this behavior? Oh, I know. Y'all somewhere sitting around talking about bitches, because that's what y'all do now. Y'all forever talking about women and what we do, how we do, when we do. I really need for... No, because I don't want to say that. I really need for the male species to stop acting like pussies. Can y'all stop acting like y'all have vaginas? I thought men were supposed to be conquerors. I thought men were supposed to be providers. I thought men were supposed to be protectors. What happened to all that? Where's the group of brown men protecting me and my babies? I got girls. Where's the community? We don't have that no more. That shit don't bother nobody. That we as brown, indigenous people no longer have communities that work together. We no longer have villages that raise children. What happened? Where's my fucking village? I'm gonna need my village to a universe. Oh yeah, spirit team. I need my village to surface immediately. Moving on to the other topic that I really wanted to talk about. So I was hooking up with this dude, and He's on top. We're in it. And I need to adjust because I'm not quite comfortable. So I'm not coming right. Okay? And when I try to lift my hips a little and shift, this nigga pinned me down with his legs. Yeah, you heard that right. He pinned me. And I'm okay. So I relax. So he relaxes and kind of lets his knees up out of my thighs. And I try to lift and adjust again. And this bitch pinned me harder. Mind you, I've done a lot of work on having a voice when I don't feel comfortable during sexual encounters. So this time, I spoke the fuck up. Again, I'm so proud of me. I didn't used to do that. I would have just been uncomfortable, possibly in tears, and would have laid there crying silently while I'm in pain because my voice was taken from me when I was 8, right? It took me a lot of years to get it back. But I have my voice back while I'm fucking now. See, I've been doing work. When you heal, things get better. So he's pinning me and it's hurting. Nigga, what the fuck is you doing? Why is you pinning me like that? Oh, I thought you was trying to run. First of all, no, nigga, your dick ain't big enough to make me run. Let's get that straight. You don't have a dick, you have a penis. Your penis ain't big enough to make me run. Okay? That's number 1, bitch. Number 2, even if I fucking was running, what the hell make you think you could pin me down? You know they pin bitches down when they rape them, right? They cause pain when they're raping people. You know that, right? Nigga, I know that. I've been raped before. So what the fuck is you doing? When he really, my bad. He lets me adjust and then the rest of it goes fine. When I really should have made him get the fuck off me. And next time, should that experience ever happen to me, nigga, you're not getting no more pussy. Get the fuck off me. Because who the fuck holds a woman down? And that's not something that you talked about. Again, not something you talked about prior. You don't have no consent for that shit. She didn't consent to get involved, like rough the fuck up while she trying to get a nut. Or 10. Or 50. I mean, everybody pussy different. Again, y'all don't think there's nothing wrong with that? Nothing. You don't think there's nothing wrong with putting your full weight, and this nigga's like 6'3", at least 250 pounds. I am 5'6", 157 pounds. Just what the fuck make you think it's okay for you to put your full weight down on me, nigga? And with your knees. So, I mean, another experience I was having, we had sex. It was done. It was over. I don't want to have sex no more. But this nigga is steady trying to push up on me. I say no. They kind of leave me alone for that night. Well, not even for that night. While I went to sleep. They let me go to sleep. And when I woke back up, you're trying to hump on me again. Nigga, did I tell you to get the fuck off me? He told me that was yesterday. Nigga, what? I'ma need y'all to start getting consent before you try to put your dick in somebody. I don't give a fuck if you just had sex. That don't mean that they want to have sex again. You should be sure of that before you try to enter your dick back into her. this is just a little bit of food for thought. I need the male collective to start thinking about some of the things that you're doing while you're having sexual intercourse with females. Everyone, fuck that. While you're having sexual intercourse with your partner, whoever the fuck you fucking, because everybody ain't fucking males, everybody ain't fucking females. We got different dynamics out here. So that sexual violation does not discriminate. So whoever you sticking your dick in, you need to make sure you have consent every time. And being married does not mean that you get to have pussy anytime you want to. She can still tell you no too. Even though there's a lot of women who feel like they're not allowed to tell their husband no, and I don't know who told them that. You're not his hump bunny. Now, I am an advocate that women need to be out here fucking their niggas. I'm an advocate for it. Get your back blown out. Be happy. Have y'all... I don't care. Everybody's been in a relationship where you getting fucked real good and you're always happy. You're always happy. Why y'all not having sex? Why is everybody such prudes nowadays? Why everybody want to act like they don't like getting fucked and sucked? These are just questions that I be having. I just, you know. So no, this was not I want to bash the male collective. I want to inform the male collective that there's just some stuff out here that you should not be doing while you're having sex with people. And pinning a woman down is one of them. Ejaculating in her without her consent is another. It was something else I said that I can't quite remember, but points were made. And I really, really hope that anybody who sees this gives it some real consideration. So if you're a woman and you see this and you can relate, start speaking up for yourself. Don't let these niggas just violate you and you don't say nothing. Us not saying anything, they don't know. Mind you, I was told that this particular dude that pinned me down likes to take his aggression out on the pussy. His goal is to make women tap out. And that is so weird to me. So I'm glad I caught the red flags I caught and cut that shit off. But be vigilant. Be vocal. Open your throat chakra. I can't stress that enough. This is coming from a woman whose throat chakra was so closed when it came to any type of sexual violation or trauma that I felt or that was triggered. Because I have had triggers where I done broke down on somebody who's been nothing but great to me sexually. So I want people to heal. We gotta start talking about this shit. We have to. We gotta stop with the prudish and the, that's not, that's a taboo topic. It being taboo is why it's giving the problems it's giving. It's why we're having the issues we're having. It's why niggas can nut in you without your fucking consent. Because we've been tolerating that shit for a long time and not speaking up and saying nothing. That shit ain't right. That one's been on my mind for a while. I've been putting off doing this live for a while. I've been making excuses. I've been using different things as excuses. I don't have any excuses not to get on and talk my shit anymore. Not one. Not one. Talk my shit or sing my shit. So I'm gonna start talking my shit because there are actually people who listen. And there are souls attached to mine who have been waiting on me to step the fuck up. So, bitch, here I go. Oh, I love y'all. Make sure you love on yourself. And until next time, speak the fuck up for yourself sexually. And tell them Rika says so.